climbing today. It's a cold day, but you're hardcore climbers and you get the friction on a cold day in the grip. Your mate has gone off for a pee. They leave you stood looking up the crag at your next route. You're visualising your moves. So the climbing coaches over there will tell you need to visualise your moves before you do your climb. Solve your climbing problems before you get to the top. So that's what you're doing. You're at the bottom of the crag and you're visualising how the moves are going to go when a rock tumbles off the top and hits you on the head. Your mate, who is returning from their pee, witnesses a rock hit you on the head. When they see you, when they find you, you're going to be stood opposite a helmet against the wall with your hand on your head. Okay. When they talk to you, your level of consciousness is going to be confused. All your long-term memory is great, your short-term memory is gone. So you know who you are, you know who they are, but you don't know where you are, you don't know when it is, you don't know what you're doing there, you don't know what's just happened. Is that clear? As far as a first aider is concerned, are you conscious or unconscious?
Unconscious.
Unconscious. What position should you end up in? A safe airway position, lying down on your side. So, you're talking to them, your airway is good, you're B breathing, C circulation, there's a bit of a cut to your head, but nothing else. D damage, a bit of bruising to your head, and there's a head injury, but nothing else. E environment, it's a cold day. So what I'm expecting to do, is it a safe place? When they approach you, is that a safe place for them to walk into? So I'm looking to see, do they assess for danger? Do they think, no, that's an unsafe place, I need to pick up this guy's helmet, put it on my head, go and fetch them and walk them away from the wall? Or do they just come and walk up to you and treat you underneath the rock wall location? So I'm looking to see, do they assess for danger? They go through, they can walk you away from that wall, and what they might think is, shit, this person doesn't make any sense. What if you're lucky? They'll put a mat down and they'll say, sit down, lie down that mat, roll yourself on your side. If you're unlucky, they'll sit on the cold wet floor, they'll put a mat beside you and they'll roll you onto the mat. Alright? So, and then they go through the casualty cards, and when they go through the casualty cards, all the short-term memory stuff you can't remember where you are or anything like that, but all the long-term stuff you can remember. Alright, any questions? So stand opposite any helmet along there or down here with your hands on your head. Carry on. Okay. So this wall behind me is a rock face, that cherry picker isn't there. The weather is just like it is. This person here is your mate. You've been climbing with them today. You've just gone off for a pee. And while you're going off for a pee, they're eyeing up the next route. That's what really Rich intended to do. Okay, to visualise the next move. So they are at the bottom of the crag, they're eyeing up their route, solving the problems before they get to them. When you witness, because you're coming back now from the bushes, you witness a rock tumble off the top and hit them on their head. You've just seen a rock hit them on the head. Go! Alright, first aiders. Shit, you've seen a rock hit your mate on the head. What's your first consideration?
Danger.
What could happen next?
You get hit.
Yes, if you stop and assess the danger, what might you see on the floor in front of you? Their helmet. So I put a helmet out per casualty. And he's right now, I'm assessing the danger. Well, I'm not really. So we're going to, every now and then, it's hard to do it on a course of scenarios. Every now and then I'm going to say, did you assess the danger? Because I can see you bloody didn't. Okay, so stop and assess.
So he got me to come to him.
Brilliant. I noticed that. That was good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well done.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so, right, I'm not going to walk in there. One rock's come down. The second one's got my name on it. Come over here, fella. Or put their helmet on your head, go and fetch them, draw them away from the wall. So assess for danger. Because just to march in there is an emotional response. You want to be rational. Allow the rational part of your brain to catch up with the emotional part. Stop and let that thought process take over. Right, put the helmet on, go and get them, bring them out. You talk to them. Were they Conscious, normal, how do you describe how they were? Confused. As a first aider, did you decide they were conscious or unconscious? What?
Unconscious.
Unconscious, I agree. So I had to check what you said. Unconscious. As a first aider, you treat them as unconscious casualty. So they're stood there now, in a few minutes they might be fainting.
Yeah.
They can't fall off the floor. So I'd sit them down, I'd lie them down, lie them on their side. Casualties. Did any of you get laid down on your back, then rolled over to your side? Good. So casualties are really good at moving themselves. So when I go to bed at night, I don't lie down and my wife rolls me over on my side, tucks me in, I roll myself over. So those casualties, even though they're confused and they're concussed, they can put themselves, I just say, mate, do you want to lie yourself down? Right, in that context, think about the, wait there Will, think about that context, ABCs, you've witnessed the accident happen, you've witnessed a rock hit them on the head. Do I need to go squeezing their ribs, touching their hips, checking their legs? I don't think so. So the D check is something I choose to do according to context. So if someone passes out at the photocopier at work, I'm not going to be checking for broken bones. But if someone comes off a mountain bike, tumbles down a hillside, falls off a crag, definitely going to be checking for broken bones. So the mechanism of injury dictates what we do. The context dictates what we do. So I'm going to put this person on the floor, and I'm saying to myself, right, shit, what am I going to do now? I'm thinking, right, they've got a head injury, they're concussed, they've got to go to hospital. The question is, how will I get them to hospital? I've got to make a decision. These are my options. I can phone 999 and wait for the emergency services to come and get me from this crag forever. Or I could phone 999 and get an ambulance to meet at the road and I could walk them to the road. Or I could just walk them off and into my car and I could drive them to hospital. Do I need to make that decision right now? No. They're not bleeding out. Nothing's going to happen right now. So what I'm going to do is I get my casualty card out and I go through several iterations of those vital signs. I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, actually, they're looking alright fraud. I'm not even sure they're injured now. I might be a bit embarrassed. I'm going to take them to hospital. I'm going to take them to hospital, but I'm going to take myself. Or, shit, they're getting worse. If I start walking across that moor to the road, they're going to pass out and then we're going to be in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to phone mountain rescue. You make your decision later on down the line. That day I came off my mountain bike, I got my lad to go through about 4 sets of vital signs. Then I said, phone your mum. She said, she said, tell him to give his car keys to you now. I wasn't going to drive. And yeah, because I just couldn't process information, but getting those vital signs gives a good bank of information. Yes.
How do you measure their breathing rate, like when they're conscious? Do you not need to?
Yeah, do so, because it's one of those vital signs. Yeah. You might say, shit, I don't know, normal. Yeah. Sounds normal, looks normal. Or you might say, shit, they sound really panicky, it's fast. Or what you could do is get them to lie down and you take their pulse, and then you finish taking their pulse, you keep your hands on their pulse and you look at their belly, and you've got your watches in front of you, and you start looking at their breathing. And they don't know you can't look at breathing rate. Will, was your question going to be?
Yeah, my rationale was thought about lying him down, but thought it was going to be colder, getting cold, so I sat down behind him. But when you say lying,
do you know what? Okay, so is he talking to me? Yes. Is his tongue going to block his airway like that? No. Are his stomach contents below his airway? Do I need to have that? So is that going to come up here and into lungs? No. So I'd say you've achieved stable open draining airway. So we try and keep things as simple as possible. We say if you're unconscious, lying down. Yeah. But you know, a bit of experience, you thought about it, you achieved the aim. We say a safe airway position. For you, that was a safe airway position. Any other questions? Cool. Right, stop there. What's the time?